from Just for Laughs 42 in Toronto, Ontario. I'm very, very, very honored to say that Harmontown is now officially in session. Spencer Crittenden, everybody. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you saw his Instagram today of him in his underwear in his hotel room. Because I have been pleasuring myself to that all afternoon. Let's hear for the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon!
Deserved! Earned! Earned every ounce of it. Earned it. Thank you. I believe you. I believe you. Thank you. These are some Harmon Star... Where'd he go? Oh. These are some Harmon starved motherfuckers, is what I was going to say. Thank you, Toronto.
Where's Philip, the guy that ran me down on the street walking here? Philip, are you here? Hello. I had dinner at a little small Italian joint in a kind of industrial, underlit kind of wasteland area across the highway here. And a dude just came running up and slapped me on the shoulders. And as far as I was concerned, that was the last thing that was going to happen in my life.
I don't think they understand.
It just turned out he was a kid.
They're not aliens here, but they definitely don't. A guy, Howard, from that was interviewing me for Vice today, quoted Tom Sharpling, which I'll now try to requote. Thereby, I'll paraphrase and fuck up his quote, but something akin to Toronto is New York with the upper 10% and the bottom 5% cut off. So it's like a middle class Valhalla. Which makes for terrible customer service because you guys don't have that terror. There's no King's Landing, so there's no Lannister that will always pay his debts. So why would two oat farmers, take less than an hour giving each other oat? It's just there's a slight air of go fuck yourself. To the extent that you drag in a very American sense of entitlement, which I didn't know I had until I came to Toronto.
Yeah. The service here is Canadian. All of Canada has Canadian service, and it's we're used to bring me my. I said butter like 5 minutes ago.
But in Montreal, it's kind of like it's a little more laid back. You're like, well, maybe they're just sleepy.
They're just pretending to be.
Toronto, they're getting shit done. They're just like, no, for real, go fuck yourself. Like, I have it on my day planner. Go fuck yourself between 11 and 3. I do have stuff to do. I'm fully awake. I'm on wheatgrass, and I just flew a kite. I was at the Hockey Museum for breakfast. I'm doing things. I'm meeting people.
The Hockey Museum breakfast is one of the best breakfasts in Ontario.
It's just Toronto being obnoxious about how good their food is. They're like, come to the Hockey Museum. It's better than anything you've ever eaten.
They put pea meal on everything.
They probably have good coleslaw at strip clubs here. I've eaten. I'm gonna puke delicious food all over everyone in a second. If I don't, it's only.
Oh yeah,
because...
Dan was asking. Dan had a little tummy trouble. Does anyone have Tums here? Is that weird to ask the audience for Tums? I said if the Harmontown audience doesn't have Tums, then no audience has Tums.
Yeah, there's someone out in the front.
Second row.
Oh, someone's running.
Right. We go. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh. Wow. Wait, are you from America?
This is Canadian Tums, so it also is in French, so it's Tum.
Le Tum? Okay, calcium antacid. I'll just this will get me going just fine, and then I'll do a stage dive and a rap, and we're done. Or We'll talk about my.
You want to keep those on stage or hand them back to this
Oh
guy?
yeah.
Just stole this guy's shit. Also,
I'm not throwing them.
That's a very large order of antacid to bring to a shop. That's the full bottle.
Would you care to come up and explain why you have so many? And here's yours, lady. Sure, here, take them. You're more honored to think that I have them with me than to have them back and be like, hello? How are you doing?
Grab a mic from behind.
Here, grab one of those. They're wireless, so you can...
Hey, how are we doing? Oh, hi.
What's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff. Why so many Tums?
Probably a propensity for red wine.
Oh, so just
eat too
tannic
much
acid
and fried bullshit.
But you could, you left your house with a safe.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen during your day necessarily,
I know
right?
what's not going to happen. You're not going to have that much acid in your body between now and 2020.
You're also not going to walk through a limousine like a Mentos commercial and get laid afterwards.
I just like to keep face.
You were wearing jeans and a shirt.
Yep.
Was that in your pocket, or did you carry that around just like a?
No, yeah, I have I keep a kit with me on whenever I need to.
Do you
like
bag your seat?
Satchel.
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay, so you came with
a Canadian
a
satchel.
valise.
That's right. Yeah.
That's why all writers in LA could move up to Canada and we blend right in.
Absolutely, yeah.
The satchel guys. While you're up here, what do you do? Let's plug your album. Your SoundCloud.
I don't currently have one, but no, I'm a promo producer for the Comedy Network.
That's how you got those good seats and why you need all that antacid.
You would think so, but
the brutal Canadian TV industry,
Yeah,
where everyone's
yeah.
such an asshole and throwing their apologies across the room at each other. All right, well, I already forgot your name.
I'm
Jeff.
Yep,
How
Jeff.
could you forget?
That's right? You have your own.
Yeah. That's why I take it for granted.
Jeff,
Raining Jeffs.
Would you agree with me on this? We have the most boring name in the world, don't we? Jeff is boring.
For the most part, but mine's a G Jeff, so I get people angry at me every time they try to write it. So it's like, actually, no, you know what? Who cares? Never mind.
Yeah, but that's at least a little bit more interesting because that's more of the British Commonwealth. You have the
Jimmy,
British G there, huh?
Jimmy Pardo once kicked me off a stage for having a G in my name.
Jimmy Pardo?
Yeah, he was in town doing a show.
But he spells his name with G too.
Gimme Pardo?
It looks like Gimme Pardo.
I think it's so amazing how loyal you guys are to Kids in the Hall. There's still that picture of Scott Thompson doing. Every bar has a picture of Scott Thompson doing that old lady character on the wall with the tiara and the dress. That's your queen.
Queen Buddy.
Is what I was getting at. Someone shouted it out. But you guys are so friendly. You're like we're 3 applause breaks into that dumb joke.
Yeah, well,
because you're like, yes, we do support our local.
we
are
are
wonderful.
We are in the Queen Elizabeth Theater as we stand. Right?
Yeah. And I just called her a dude. Is she with us? Is she?
She just turned 140 the other day. I think.
Does she have a successor? Is she? Do you guys still doing the royalty thing? Or?
She has a son that she is going to see to it she will die before he ever gets near the throne, or she won't die. Actually, I guess would be the thing.
She'll have him destroyed.
Prince Charles will never. Prince Charles is like as old as like 2 kings got stacked together, and she's like, nope, crown is mine. You will never get it.
It's so confusing. It's the same names as the British people.
But you guys are. Wait,
how are you supposed to tell?
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Their Canadian queen. It's like she looks just like the British queen. And now I'm learning she has a prince, the same name as
the English one that we still have some level of allegiance to. We put her on the money.
Yes, they're a sovereign nation here in Canada, but they still have some weird Commonwealth
relationship
affection
with the
Governor General and stuff, and Lieutenant General that answers to her, but doesn't actually, but does, but doesn't. Gonna get corrected all sorts of times.
Well, 5 years ago, we would have been all a judge. We're going to have all kinds of fun to poke at how you run things everywhere.
Well, you know that Justin Trudeau, the
creator of Bloom County. Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Dewsbury.
Even my joke is ill-informed.
Creator Steve Dallas.
I have to Wikipedia my dumb joke. No, Burke breathed. Anyways, what about Trudeau?
Jeff, what you don't know is that Dan, before he travels to another country, he does intensive research.
Yeah.
It's
I looked at a map and I was like, I will entertain them by saying Toronto is Canada's teabag. Because it kind of dips into us.
We're like the Dick Halo move.
When you look at the map,
countries.
it's your balls like dipping into our fresh water.
It's a lot of land mass.
It's their water.
Oh my God.
They keep.
My God.
Oh, Canada.
I love how sci-fi this is. It's our water, they're yelling. It's our water.
Yeah.
Two men enter, one man leaves. Give the people the air.
Let's hear it for Antacid Jeff, everybody.
Yes,
Antacid Jeff.
Thank you.
Antacid Jeff. Here, take your.
Vive le Tums. It's a lot of Tums, Jeff. Boy, who's sitting next to that guy?
That was a classic. Well, this is white male centric thinking. That was a classic Torontonian. I'm sure the face of the modern Toronto is would be offended by me implying that with my. But I'm that's a Torontonian like clip art image. Is Jeff? He had like a flannel shirt basically, but it was like modern. Yeah. Like it was like
I gotta say,
like it's like a vestige. Like it's like a Marvel did like a new Toronto series. Like it's like his character in the 40s was a lumberjack that threw hologram axes. But now he's just like a dude who's he takes selfies but he still has. They still had to incorporate the flannel into the.
But now he runs a comedy network.
Right. And it's not doing well on his tum tum. All right, we should check in with Spencer.
No. Oh, thank you. Oh God. Thank you. No need for any of that.
I was worried I wouldn't have anything to talk about, but they're so nice. I just go like, I like hot dogs, and they're like, yay, and it's like, this show's in the bag. But talk to us about Toronto. Give us some impressions.
Oh man. Okay. I don't know. I got here. I took a Lyft. No, I took an Uber over here, and there's this driveway outside, and I wanted the guy to pull into the driveway, but he stopped just on the street. And when he stopped just on the street, someone got into the car, a woman. And this is a weird thing that happens. Sometimes you hail Ubers, or sometimes someone thinks they're the Uber and they're not, or whatever. This stuff happens, but she got in the car, and I was like, well, I don't think I saw his phone. It didn't pick anyone else up. I don't think you hailed anyone, right? And the taxi guy's like, no, I did not. And I was like, yeah. And the woman just like, I don't know. She said something, but I couldn't really understand her. So it was great. But and then I was like, well, did you hail an Uber? Did you call for an Uber? And she was like, no.
She said something like it's fun to make friends.
Oh, when she entered the car, she opened the door, and getting into the car, she was like, it's great to make new friends.
Yeah. And I believe I just what we're piecing together here is like to put an addendum.
Are you sure she wasn't like a sex worker?
I'm pretty sure.
I would like to be your friend.
I haven't done my research, but I think it's like you cut off the top 10% of New York, the bottom 5%, and 95% of the guns. I think because otherwise, why would people behave this way? like we come from a land of high anxiety, like where every conversation could be your last, and they're just a little more. I'm going to bound up to you.
But isn't Toronto? I heard from a driver coming in that Toronto, like this violence is kind of on the upswing here. Like this.
You can do it. Is it traditionally though? Has it been renowned as a pretty crime-free place? This is the Niagara Falls place, right? This is the place we share Niagara Falls with. Half our water. No?
I mean, if you go to Niagara Falls, the fun side is the Canadian side. Although, That burger came with the big Frankenstein on top. That's fucked up. You guys could class it up a little bit. The hotels look like 70s porn hotels. Like, put a nice hotel in. Jesus. The most beautiful vista in the world, and the hotel is skeevy as shit.
You could also be a little less diligent with the shot thing, like the measurement of the shots. It doesn't. If someone orders a vodka on the rocks, that you're allowed to just eyeball it. But maybe you've cleaned it all up. I mean, maybe your way is the best way.
Is that a British Commonwealth thing? Because in the UK, same thing. You get that dram.
Well, we had this argument in text. I mean, it's technically an everywhere thing, but only in airports and in Toronto are they so exacting and just like uncompromising. Like they never let up. Just like, how I've tipped you $1,000. Like, I'm buying you a chalet. Like, will you let capitalism into your cold, black, communist heart and fucking overpour? Do you I want to enslave you. You're working for me, not your owner. I'm taking you from him. Pour a bunch. You'll make more money. They don't get it. They don't know how happy they'll be if they just go down our path.
But also, somehow, there's still a load of alcoholics in Canada. How do you guys do it here? Do you have to be wealthy or just drink beer? Practice.
I think it's because it's just it's so geometric for them. It's so they can. It's more efficient. They're just like I've calculated exactly how drunk I'm going to get, and I don't know. I like because I have to do this thing. I don't want to draw attention to myself. I pointed at after a while of going, can I have a double? All right, a triple. Like this is silly. Like there should be. I should be able to tell the difference between what I ordered and the melted ice.
Oh shit!
Meanwhile, again, a gentleman. Canadian vodka is being delivered to the stage. Hooray!
Thank you.
I hope you brought enough for 1,250 people.
Oh, look at this.
What is going on here?
He hates Dijon mustard, this guy.
What is happening?
Oh, there's a tie.
This I love. This is going on right away.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Is this 43? I don't know what that means.
This tie is for a baby.
That is the precise unit of tie that you are allowed when you order a tie.
I guess with the exchange rate, this is how long a Canadian tie is. This is never going to fucking work. This is going to be a...
Thank you so much. I'll be here soon. I'll be here one election from now.
That little baby tie.
Why don't we bring out our good friends that were already here?
Oh, yeah.
I know them from friendship and stuff, and their podcast, The Indoor Kids. But you and the rest of the world just now know them from all over. They're now wrapping up their hit show, the Meltdown. Well, I don't have to introduce them. Kumail Nanjiani and Emily Gordon are here.
Hello.
If someone else joins us, then I'll give them my stool.
Hello.
I brought a chair because I'm wearing a short skirt, and these tall stools are no. But thank you. So I brought a chair.
Hey, Emily, I was here earlier. I loved your hour set before we came on. That was really nice.
I did a great job, didn't I? I did some of my new stuff. A lot of ethnic material. A lot of ethnic
Kumail, you were just out here doing an hour-long show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was anyone at that show?
Oh, wow.
Is the Adderall flowing freely here? Is that how you guys have this energy?
Toss them this way.
It's all the poutine.
It's like socialized medicine, and everyone has ADD.
It's really crazy. I was doing my show, and I'm a grown-up, and I am a grown-up, and I found out one of my cousins was in the audience, and it really freaked me out.
I'm picturing like your hot female cousin, which is played by you in a wig.
Yeah, same beard.
I'm always picturing that, by the way.
I'm like...
I'm always picturing you in a wig.
Like when the gremlin wears a wig.
Yeah.
The lady gremlin.
Like that, but for me.
Yeah.
Kumail.
Actually, Kumail sounds kind of like a female name, even where I'm from.
Come on, get out.
Kumail is a female name, and Kumail.
Kumal.
K-A-M-A. Yeah.
Nonsense. It's nonsense. It's just
That's
you.
so racist.
Since we're being racist, can I ask you?
Yeah.
I won't have this chance because I swear
Please do.
There's nobody. I can't even
please do.
online. I can't even go and make an ass of myself. But I swear
This is a safe space.
it's a safe space for racism. I swear I know this is going to sound like a bit, and I know that I'm stupid, and I know I'm just committing to my Midwestern I don't understand.
Buddy, just ask.
Okay. My Uber driver.
Fuck you.
God damn it.
It's perfect. It was the modern Who's on First.
I think that, yeah. The answer's no? The answer's no?
No, I'm telling you.
Hassan first.
His name is Muhammad. It's a common name. Muhammad.
That was great.
There's a bunch of people named Muhammad.
Are you telling me or asking me?
Well, you could correct me if I'm wrong. It's not a unique name. It's not like a crazy name. It's not like it's like John or something. It's like very common.
Correct.
I don't. When we talk about the whole you made a cartoon, and it's like okay, we had a thing called Graven Image and all this stuff, and why can his name be Muhammad if it's like that?
That actually is a good question. I've always wondered that too.
If his name is Muhammad and he is born with the exact face of Prophet Muhammad, then that's a horrible crime.
Or the face that Trey Parker and Matt Stone would have drawn.
Yes, if it's
that's also bad.
Yeah, if it's fully 2D.
But I guess that's the Asperger part of my question is how do we know? That's the whole point. I would think the whole point against the depiction thing would be you're not supposed to. That's not supposed to be known. That's not supposed to be defiled with depictions and things and mimicry. And so why? But then a human being. But I guess that's the same you see in it's like everybody named Jesus. It's like whoa, your mom's super Catholic, but my mom would slap me if I dropped a dish and said Jesus. But you name your kid Jesus. It's like.
But the difference is you can draw Jesus and be fine.
That's true.
Do you want to draw Muhammad right now and see?
I don't think so. Not from what I've heard.
That's an interesting point, and I've never thought about it. Why are people allowed to be called Muhammad, but then you're not allowed to draw his face?
And also, when you're drawing his face, how do you know exactly what that guy looks like?
Because every Muslim is born a priori with the knowledge of Muhammad's face in their head.
Oh.
And we can all compare it.
But
you can't explain it to white people.
We can't explain it, but if someone draws a picture of Muhammad, we look and we're like, that's not close enough, you're fine.
Right.
So you're punished for being a really good caricaturist.
Yes.
You can do a caricature, just don't be photorealistic.
I couldn't do Muhammad riding a skateboard and
That's what I want, a surfboard in one arm?
Well, you can only do it if his head is at least the size of his body. If the proportions are biologically accurate, you're fucked.
Okay.
Walter Lantz explains this in his...
Do you think that kids born named Muhammad feel like an extra sense of duty to be more good?
I mean, it's a hell of a thing to have to live
It's a
up
mantle.
to.
It feels like
What if your name is Muhammad? You're a young Muslim kid and you go to Disneyland and you get a caricature and like, my name is Muhammad.
Now, these are the questions that are going to get us killed before.
Yeah, 100%.
Before we're done.
And the guy's like, at what price?
$15. It's $15.
$15? Yeah, it's wow.
Or is that a xenophobic thing to say? These are Christians that are going to get us killed. That's like contributing to a syndrome.
I think we've done more things that would get us killed on the show than what we're talking about now.
I disagree.
But what about
Hard disagree.
Like nice Lutheran girls named Mary don't feel compelled to like either be a virgin or fuck God. Like they don't feel any extra pressure. I don't think they're just like Mary.
That's true. And I've never talked to anybody named Jesus about whether or not they feel an extra mantle of like growing out their hair or whatever, wearing a lot of robes.
All right. Well, that concludes my Islamic questions.
You don't have any more? That was it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have an unquenchable, empty chalice.
I'm an open book right now. Ask me anything. I will tell you our secrets.
What's your feeling on
I do have one.
Yeah, great.
Do you have the equivalent of a bar mitzvah?
Oh.
I know.
No.
I'm saying you.
No.
He was raised Muslim. He's not. That's your personal private business, whether you're secular or whatever. But you were raised in a.
We don't have like a ceremony like that where you go from like being a kid to an adult. That's
right.
like we don't have that.
So Christians have confirmation. Then you got the bar mitzvah. That's 13. The bat mitzvah, which I'm told is pronounced bat mitzvah.
Yeah, it's bat mitzvah if it's Bruce Wayne.
And
later?
What am I leaving out?
At the temple.
Bruce Weinstein.
I think Wiccans have a thing when you turn 13. It's called the twisted root of Hades.
Well, I also feel like that's a fun one. I've been to one of those. I feel like women naturally have menarche, which the first period. That's like a very like obvious like before and after that I don't think we celebrate enough. We should. I was pandering a little bit, but it's okay. But boys, we don't have like an equivalent of that because most Christians don't. A lot of Christians I know don't have confirmation. I think boys need a boys to men.
We do.
I think they need
it's
like a
so
ceremony.
hard to say goodbye.
Well, yeah, I mean, we spread it all out, and I think that's about state control. I think that the axis of power between fathers and sons is such non-governmental power.
You guys are free to leave right now if you want.
Am I?
I think they want us spreading it between I get drunk on prom night, I wrestle with you on the kitchen floor, but not really. Like, it doesn't end with someone being circumcised. Not if you do it right.
That's true.
I think isn't it capitalism? Like capitalism wants everyone to be babies.
It's like
but that's different than state control, right?
Well, we come from a capitalist state. It's a big ball of money that says in God we trust on it. It's like it wants you sucking on that titty for your entire life, and then it wants to just tell you that being old costs money, and then it just watches you die. And meanwhile, it tells your kids, "Oh, you're millennials. You hate old people." They're like, "We do," and they told the old people "Oh, you know what really matters? Race." And then they tell the kids, "You know what matters?" They tell the next generation, "You know what matters? Racism." And then they tell the next generation, "You know what matters? Kind of race." And then everyone's like, how come every 30 years we're just told that we all hate each other? It's all money.
But
because they don't want.
In that same vein, don't you think that capitalists wouldn't we then have more it's your. They want to market
Hallmark.
parties and cards and exactly.
Yeah.
They want to have
they would come out. Well, that's just the innocent face. That's what you're able to trace. You'd think we'd have 11sies and you're turning 12-orama. That we. But
You sound like the creepiest uncle in the world right now.
come in my van for a 12-orama.
Because I think first wet dream for a young man should be a celebrated.
I haven't gotten a wet dream.
I've never had a wet. I've never had a wet dream.
That's great.
If you did a preemptive strike, if you know what I mean, then you don't get a wet dream.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Let's say I go for weeks and I don't do any preemptive strikes. I've never woken up.
There's no way you've gone weeks.
Right.
I mean, look at you.
Yeah. Look at you. You clearly jerk off a lot.
I mean, yeah. No, but I've dreamt about
Sex.
coming, and
Sure.
I've never come physically.
I did in my, what?
Is everything okay?
Did someone just,
fucking jerk off all over you, dude. In my sleep.
I felt like I heard the guy just, I processed that in my brain as just ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. I thought it just yelled ogre.
I picture the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Okay. Here's a little piece of cultural.
Wait, are we getting off wet dreams? Or?
Well, I had one in my adulthood. I can't remember what I was dreaming of, but I remember I did actually finally, after years of reading about it in these textbooks and having your gym teacher tell you about it, that I was like, holy shit, I came in my sleep.
Wait, when was this? How long ago?
I was like in my 30s.
Oh, you didn't do it as a kid, though.
No, never, ever.
You didn't?
There wasn't anything available. Like, no way. The minute anything could happen down there, it was my full-time job.
Yeah.
Like, I just never turned back. One day Pam Dauber looked different on Mork and Mindy reruns, and it was just the next day every pillow in my mom's apartment was a Target.
Yeah.
There wasn't a surface, there wasn't a fabric swatch that wasn't fucking just humped, like at first dry because nothing, even before anything was coming out. I've talked about this before.
Wait, Kumail, have you had wet dreams?
No, I always did preemptive strikes, and I actually, while my cousin was here in the show right before it, I told a 10-minute long story about when I first started masturbating, and I'll tell you the part that I didn't say because he was here.
Director's cut.
Is Nader here?
He wouldn't say it if he
good.
was.
He's gone. Yeah, I know. Now he wants to know. The part I talked about the first time I masturbated and how I blacked out and came to.
Are you Sting?
I blacked out. I hadn't masturbated.
You blacked out and you came too.
Yeah.
You came also.
Yep.
Really good. That was really
I
good.
closed my eyes a boy and I opened them a man.
I mean, if you blacked out, you must have come 7 or 8. Okay, all right.
I literally, the part I didn't mention is that I had a very conservative Muslim upbringing. So I was like, when I first came, when I first masturbated, my body was like had been waiting so long that when I came to, I swear this is completely true, I found out that this is true, I had hit the ceiling.
No!
Don't leave her hanging.
I swear.
You're a man now. It was a low
I
ceiling.
swear, I woke up and I saw my Muslim repression dripping from the ceiling.
Wait, how?
I swear, and I thought it was going to be.
That's maybe 5 feet, right?
Are you being racist about the height of Pakistani ceilings?
Everyone knows you people sleep on the floor.
How
I'm
much
saying
do you think it was?
if the average ceiling is 8 feet, I'm
Yeah.
picturing the average size ceiling.
He was in a
room.
bunk
And you're
bed.
sitting on a toilet because he's in the bathroom. This part I know. So you're sitting on a toilet. That's
So I'm even lower, dude. I'm hitting the ceiling from this height.
Okay.
get a photo of that, by the way.
Sitting down?
It's I swear. I swear. I remember I had to stand on top of the toilet to like wipe it.
How old were you?
I was probably like 11. And I thought that I was like, this is how it always is. So when I would like do it, I would like close my eyes and look away, but I have never been able to replicate the results. It dribbles out like a broken water pistol.
I find that incredibly remarkable. It's really something.
Listen, so did I.
Why do you think it is that men like? What is it? I guess the answer is in the question. I don't know. You like why? Like why would we want to? There's ads for pills you can take that make you make there be more.
Make it gush.
Volume. We want. It's enough to. It's already the size thing. It's like that actually doesn't really make any sense logically, but it's like it just is what it is. But it's like funny that we also are like. Plus, everybody wants to It's just kind of funny.
And I will
to me.
say, speaking for women, for those men who are fucking women, we don't want that.
But
We don't
You're
want
not
that.
looking for geysers?
No.
But I think that
No,
women are
that's
so
destructive.
good at. Well, this I don't want to say women are good at anything, but like.
Yeah, because we're not.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That came out wrong.
No, that is so feminist of
Mr.
you.
Trump, my next question.
That is truly so feminist of you.
I'm such a feminist. I don't want to say women are good at
Yeah.
anything.
And thank you, Dan. Thank you for that.
There's a fine line.
Finally, somebody has the courage.
I'm a master of all worlds. I didn't want to make a sweeping statement about women, but I was just going to say, like, women are so good and men are so fragile. Like, women are so good at, like kind of intuiting. No, that's sexist, intuiting. I think that all men have experienced, like, maybe a woman saying, like, oh, wow, that's a lot. And like spinning it, like, and we've been like, oh, that's good, huh? Like I feel like it must.
Yeah, I feel like when it's not a lot, because maybe you have what did you call it, Kumail, when you've
Dribbles out like a broken water
No.
pistol.
You've been preemptive strike. A lot of preemptive strikes.
Preemptive strikes.
I've always felt that there was a
You can actually get pregnant with a preemptive strike.
Yes, sure.
Because there is some emptive strike.
Arguably more.
There's more.
I read a thing that says like you're because what you're doing is you're getting rid of Overstock.com. Like you're. So if you like have one of those special days when you're like you don't have any phone calls till 2 and you're just like going to town, like you're arguably more fertile. I don't know. I thought I read something.
It feels weird to be talking about this and have Emily be like 2 feet lower than us.
It's tough to be a lady, guys. Wait, I'll say this. When I was a younger woman, I thought that a lot meant that I was really, like, they were really, like, into me.
Right.
And then now I realize they just haven't masturbated that recently. Now I get that. That's like a thing. I
Do
started
you
with
think? Well, also it's a million variables. But do you think that you got that impression from men? Like do you think that a guy?
No, I just feel like nobody ever, like, no guy was ever like, that's for you, young lady. Like, it wasn't, but I did think, like, oh,
There's a little extra in there for you.
yeah.
Get yourself something nice. like a replica of yourself that's half me.
Get yourself a nice baby.
Don't spread it all in one place.
A guy never made me feel that way, but I was like, oh, for me, all this? Like, I did have that impression.
All this? That actually makes sense.
Yeah, right?
You feeling a weird amount of pride about the amount of...
And now I just realized it's meant that you've had phone calls all day.
Right. Yeah, 9 a.m.
married.
conference call.
Yeah.
Okay, so
if you're with a guy and he is a geyser, that's just a dude that has no phone calls.
it could be a guy.
No, it's a guy that has
Lots
all
of-
phone calls.
lots of
A
phone calls.
very,
phone calls.
very busy
Phone
man.
calls.
Yeah,
Right.
very
It could
busy
be a guy
man.
that's very excited about you.
No, but even if he's excited, that really doesn't. I
No,
mean,
because
does
if you just jerked off 3 times before she came over, it doesn't matter. You're still not going to,
you're not going to make a bunch of baby
Yeah, there's
better.
variables. It's all these things. I don't want anyone listening to this to add to any
I don't want
anxieties
anyone
that they're having.
I don't want anyone listening to this.
Probably
All
how
right.
much water you've had too. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, it's probably. We'll find out in the year 2030 that it's like it's Skittles. You
I
take
was
9
the
of them and then
rainbow?
you'll.
I was at a bar. Now, suspend your disbelief for a
That's
moment. I was at a
bullshit.
bar, and I ordered tequila with pineapple juice, and the bartender, the gal, goes, ah.
All right, yeah, that thing, yeah.
And now every time you order pineapple juice, they think that you're
Trying to make your sperm taste good.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was also in a bar, and as I was walking out, a person kept yelling something, and it started with an H, and it was not quite my name. And it was like it was so insistent, and it kept getting yelled that finally I decided like I'll look back over my shoulder. As I was turning, I realized, and my eyes landed on the guy, my brain caught up and realized he was yelling Hodor. And then he was very much directing it at me.
Oh.
And I looked at him, and
Was he being chased by a lot of White Walkers?
I mean, I haven't experienced. I was like really taken aback. Like, I'm not a thin-skinned person. Like, it's about intent. It's when you realize someone's really like, it's like, wait, what's going on? Like it's not like, oh no, I look like Hodor. That guy's handsome. But it was like, holy shit, that like this guy, because I was waiting, I turned and looked, and he just had this delighted grin on his face. He was but he was a 30-year-old man, and he just, and in a sweater, and he just, like, once I was looking at him, he just smiled and went, Hodor.
Maybe he was Hodor.
And well, yeah, and he was saying,
He meant like,
and
have
what
a
he was
good
really
night.
saying was, Paul Rudd.
See you later.
Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd.
Is that you?
It's like the gift of the Magi. Yeah, but he just, and I was like, so I just kept staring at him, and he was like, Hodor. And his friends were all looking at him like, have you had luck contacting Hodor? The whole thing was so sociopathic. Like, I kind of, like, because I waited, and I was like, well, maybe now he'll say, just kidding, I love Harmontown, I'll see you at the show. I guess that's silly of me to expect, but I didn't expect it as much as I really needed it in that moment. And so I just waited, and it was just like, Hodor. And I just slowly raised a thumb. I was like, and then turned around, and I was like, if I did this in Los Angeles, this person would feel bad. That's the dark side of Toronto.
Do you think he actually thought you were Hodor?
It could be,
because
you asshole. It could be. No, I'm kidding. I mean,
people recognize you as the wrong. I mean, people recognize people as the wrong celebrities. That definitely happens.
I legitimately look enough like Hodor that the guy could have thought I was Hodor. But when you look back on it, like, there's enough of a chance that I'm not Hodor that guy should not be doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're like a white guy, so it's okay. Like, I remember once I was at an airport and NBA player Chauncey Billups was there, and I was like, I can't go up to Chauncey Billups and be like, you play in the NBA, right? Like, I can't go up, and if it's just another black guy, that's the worst thing I could have done.
How do you think I felt?
You play in the NBA?
But I also
imagine my anxiety the second time I got Muhammad today. Like when I called the Uber, I was like, wait, how can it be him? I ordered an SUV. I'm racist.
And it was a different Muhammad?
No, it was the same dude. He fucking fucked up. Like, these people do not have, not these people.
That's been our show.
Canadians.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Ontarians.
Go ahead. What did these people not understand?
Tell us what they're like.
They do not have Uber down in Toronto.
Oh. You know what? You should report it to the police. I'll be a sketch artist. What did he look like? Here, draw him
It's
for
not
me.
Muhammad that done me wrong. Muhammad's okay. And for the love of God, don't draw him. I know that was your joke. Thought I'd get away with stealing it. I don't know. They're Uber. They're not taking to Uber like a fish to water in Toronto. They're not having. You guys haven't.
They're figuring it
we
out.
haven't taken an Uber yet, so I don't
We
know.
haven't taken an
okay.
Uber
Yeah.
yet.
It's a lot of you'll watch the car just twirl.
Yeah.
And then
The car
it'll
will go-
plant, and then you'll get a phone call, and you'll be like, "Are you okay?"
He was just in a
And
massive accident.
and they'll just tell you where they are, and you'll walk to them for 10 minutes.
In your head, they're like tumbling. They had a horrible accident.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
you're
you're.
seeing an
Are you all
Uber.
right, Muhammad? Are you okay?
No, when I was in Paris, the Uber is there. I don't like Uber. I use Lyft because Lyft is a West Coast thing. You guys don't have it here, do you? You do need it because Uber blow ho-hos. It's the worst. But in Paris, it's great. It's all a bunch of really awesome Moroccan dudes, and they drive groovy cars, and they're super hip and fun, and it's the best.
So you've had a good experience with your.
Only in Paris. I don't.
Oh, in Paris.
No. In Toronto, the Ubers here have been wild. Yeah, I watch. You look at the app, and you just see a little icon of a car just doing little pirouettes. Just endlessly.
Well, and they have a lot of
spinning around.
one-way streets here, so it's like it's not.
I wasn't on
it's not-
one-way streets though, but he kept making it look
I
like
know,
it
but
was.
it's and also then you add the. It's crazy because you just see like it looks like a little kid has a magnet behind a whiteboard. It's just like dragging the car around Toronto. I don't know what something's got to give. Hey,
What is on your Apple iWatch?
Yeah, what's
Toronto
going on?
facts?
Toronto facts.
Did you know that?
Good job, Dustin.
Did you know that Toronto is named after the famed sidekick to the Lone Ranger?
Jesus Christ.
That's been our show.
Good. That was pretty good.
That is a great joke.
Shut up! Fuck you.
No, I
It's a
am
good
not
one.
being facetious. I am jealous.
That is like that is
I
like the
promise
biggest
you, I
dad
will
joke
think of
ever.
that joke once a week until the day I die. I'm not joking.
There is no more. Did you know someone got murdered here? I don't know what kind of hot buttons I'm doing. I just was thinking the Chiron. I mean, they have a Inuit population here and an artist. What's the last name of the artist that just is? They're investigating the murder or something.
Wait,
You guys should know your news.
That was in Ottawa.
what?
What is-
From what you said, there's an Inuit population and somebody got murdered and an artist is in charge of the investigation?
No, sorry. I fell apart because I started to get scared. Like, I don't know the local, like, hot button stuff. Like, I don't know who I'm going to offend.
By the way, coming this fall to Netflix. What a great show
That
that's going to
show.
be. I'm going to watch the fuck out of that show.
But I just like through my eyes, just like why I was drinking in the bar and like to the TV, like their news crawl. It said there was an artist. The police are still looking for the killer of someone named Putagoo Poop. Like it's a crazy name for a murder victim, and now I feel bad.
Yeah, that was a person.
Yeah, it's a human being whose life is. And there's probably also cultural fucking ramifications off of what I'm doing. I'm probably trampling all over horrible ghosts of abuse. And
I really don't know what you're talking about.
they have a funny name. A funny name. Their name is
Wait,
funny to me
somebody-
because I'm white. I think everything's funny. Oh, my name's Gooba Dooba Doo. Ha ha ha. Your name's not Gary Johnson. I think that's funny. You look weird. Your instruments are weird. I'm sorry.
Wait, so I'm literally
I accept your apology.
I'm just trying to parse through the facts.
I don't have any.
So there was an Inuit artist who was murdered,
That's what it looked
And
like. Does anyone
another-
have the facts of this case?
and another artist is
Can
in
it-
charge of solving.
No, there's no artist in charge of anything.
Was he Inuit or
It just said
First Nations or what was
police are
it?
looking for the killer of this
Somebody
artist.
raised.
Does anybody know what we're
She
talking
knows, she
Yes.
knows.
Can we
Hi.
get a human being up here to tell
Here.
us the
She
story?
knows.
You
She
gonna come
knows.
up here and give us the news
Kidding.
feed?
Poopa Goop. This is the Poopa Goop section.
Did you just look this up?
I did. Yeah, I just.
You
looked
can
it
sit
up.
here.
Feel free to take a stool or take whatever.
What's
you
your
like.
name?
Anya.
Anya.
Did you
Thank
know
you,
about
Anya.
this from before, or you just looked this up?
I did know about it before, but I
Brought the
I
beer
looked
up too. I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just looked up the name.
It's okay. Yeah.
So tell us everything about this.
An award-winning Inuit artist has been identified as the woman who was found dead earlier this week in the Rideau River in Ottawa.
And her name is.
I'm gonna fuck this up too. Annie Puduguk. Okay.
That's it.
Pretty good.
So,
You were close.
so
close, yeah.
hilarious to me. Ha ha ha. Her family's in the audience. Even if they're not, like, there's probably some raging,
Dude,
boiling, like, fucking.
I saw the guest list and it said Pudukuk +3.
+2 now.
Oh.
Holy shit.
That was I don't know if that was the Sandman or a hockey player. That's a Toronto version of the Sandman.
That was the
I was
best thing I've ever
hockeying all right, well, Anya, let's get to know you a little bit.
Hi, my name's Anya.
Anya, aside from being the fastest Googler in the front 2 rows, what is your specialty?
Oh, I'm a vegan. That's like I run a.
I love the self-loathing that was said with. You guys can't.
You're in the wrong town for that shit. I'm vegetarian. I'm vegetarian. You guys will just put a piece of bacon on any old thing.
I run a like with my 2 best friends an Instagram account called Vegan Girlfriend, and that's what I do. And I'm a comedian too, but yeah.
What's the?
I think the thing is, Anya, sorry. Hang on, hold on. People are more mad about that than the whole Muhammad drawing thing.
Yeah, the politeness for they don't have it for their own, or is it
They
that
just love bacon products here.
Well, she's leaving more for you, and she's being very self-effacing and new. She's putting herself at risk.
Yeah,
Well, what's the goal for the Instagram account? I'm like, what's the idea behind it?
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. My friends are gonna be so mad at me. I started.
Yeah, you don't want the word to get out.
No.
Make sure you, Anya,
You promoted our shit
make sure you put the mic
yeah.
on.
stage.
Wait, vegan girlfriend?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Oh, you have 23,000 followers. Hey, you have 23,001 followers.
Thank you.
He is going to unfollow you later, I promise.
There's no like real goal to it. I started it as like a fun thing to do, and now Ariana Grande follows us, and that's
Nice.
Oh shit!
that's all she wrote.
Does she lick your donuts? That's a reference to
Pop culture reference. Pop culture reference from
Did
Dan.
Ariana Grande lick
she
like
did.
crullers or
She
something?
was at a store, and while the people weren't looking, she licked the donuts and then said, "This is why America sucks so much. Is because we have so many donuts."
Right, it's like she's in a donut store. All right, well, whatever. She's a child. Why am I shaming her for living a life in captivity? She's on camera. It's like why? It should be more of an outrage that she's on security cam licking donuts. It's like
Yeah,
she should
that's
be
true.
able to get away with licking a donut.
But she's also a grown-up. I think you forget that because she's very tiny. But she's like, when you look like most pop stars are like Adele's age, which is crazy because Adele seems like a grown-ass lady, and a lot of these girls don't. But they're all grown-ass ladies.
But
I think
50's
she's
the
20
new 30.
She's 24, I
And
think.
24 is the
yeah,
new
I
11.
think Adele's like 25. It's crazy.
Oh, Adele's 25? Oh, fuck Ariana Grande. then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. I see what you're saying.
You see
I
what
didn't know.
I'm saying?
Okay. I thought she must be an old soul.
That's the age when dementia kicks in and you start licking donuts.
They taste good.
I will say, if I'm going to a donut shop and there's one that was licked by Ariana Grande,
Yes.
I would pay like double for it.
Would you eat it or would you just.
Yes.
Okay.
Slowly and sensuously.
You think her saliva tastes better than other Disney kids? Or.
Disney grown ladies.
That's a very difficult question to answer.
Without the necessary research.
Yeah, I'd have to do research. I'd have to get Shia
Anya.
LaBeouf in there, you know. So you, your friend Megan, and your friend Alexandra,
Yeah.
you guys have this vegan girlfriend thing, and then it's I'm gonna.
It says it's based in Toronto and LA.
Yeah, my Megan just moved to LA.
Megan.
Yeah, so
Is
now
Megan
we're
here?
worldwide.
No, she
she's
just moved to
she's
LA.
in LA. So
Which
we're
is where we
worldwide.
aren't.
Was that Dave Klein out there?
Look, this picture has 500 likes. Can you believe this is a cake?
Can
Now, Kumail, we can't start doing this.
I can't.
This is not
It
nice.
looks delicious.
But can you believe it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just looks a lot
Hey,
like
Anya,
a cake.
have you been to Hogtown Vegan on Bloor?
I have. I
It's fucking
how
good.
Should I live there? It's delicious. It's so good.
Look,
It's amazing.
Maybe you're not a vegetarian. Go to Hogtown Vegan. Have the. It's
so
fucking
good.
delicious.
Yeah.
This looks great. Cup my.
Cut My Cake. It's out of LA. It's called Cut My Cakes.
I think you
She
said
makes
cuck.
like granite. Fucking
That's
It's where your cake fucks your wife.
It's an alt-right foodie Instagram.
That's a fun
Cuck
time.
my cake.
Cuck My Cake.
Cupcakes would be a great.
Cakes.
They would not need to be vegan though.
How many times a week do you get called a cuck on Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
Not that You know what? I decided to stop reading my replies.
Oh.
And I don't read
Just
them as
flat
much.
out?
So
what
zero
if they,
times.
What if they tell you you're awesome?
Well, I can hear 50 awesomes and then one person calls me a cuck and it ruins my
Wait.
week.
Are you guys both being called cucks because you have, like, people know you have a wife or a girlfriend? Like, why are you a cuck?
No.
No, I think we're
They're liberals.
we're not.
Also, because I cucked the shit out of this guy. I don't even know what that means. Woo! We're getting a lot of dances.
I don't know what. It's a new part of the show where Emily does a
Say-
bazinga, and then I do a yeehaw hee-haw dance.
I love it.
You guys know what hee-haw is? Of course you don't.
I
Even
love
if you're
hee-haw.
American, you wouldn't know what hee-haw was.
I grew up on here.
Here's what I'm curious: what young Torontonians? What is your relationship with Take Off You Hoser? Do you guys?
Is Dan and I were walking down, what street were we on? Bay? Or some shit? Young? Is it Young or
Let's
Young?
not make
What the
fun
fuck
of
is
their
it?
street names.
Young?
It's Yonge.
We're walking down the road and we're like, do people still call each other hosers? And in the event that somebody is a hoser, do you admonish them to take off?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
People still say hoser here? The answer is no.
Yeah. I was just right. Yeah, we were wondering, or do they even know about that? Like, I've watched Strange Brew 11,000 times.
Really? You guys are actually into Strange Brew. That's great.
Well, they're Canadian.
Well, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of a little local. I mean, that's like their area, right?
That's all we've
Isn't
got.
that story's
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
place right around here?
Yeah.
Also, you guys, like, Toronto is the home of, SCTV, like, all that fucking...
I have a lot of like really funny comedy friends, like the show on Silicon Valley. The guy Thomas Middleditch, who plays Richard, is from here. I just texted him to be like, "Hey, do you have any Toronto tips?"
He has no Toronto tips.
The guy that I travel with when I do Who's Live Anyway with Ryan Stiles and Greg Proops and the gang, it's Bob Durkash, who was the musician for Toronto Second City for 25 years. Toronto is a comedy town way back. All
For
the
sure.
way, yeah.
But you're saying with all these improv routes here, we should probably get some information from Anya and then do a hilarious improvised
Oh, Jesus.
sketch of some kind.
I actually didn't hear
And
him
in the
say
event that Emily Gordon ever has a bazinga, you have to do your dance.
Right. So
that. I'm going to have a bazinga, though.
So Anya, why don't we just do your biopic? Like, where were you born?
I was born in Canada. I was raised in Ireland.
Raised in Ireland, but
Yeah.
born in Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why? What happened?
Where else do you get a name like Anya? I mean, like aside from like Poland and Russia and like.
Yeah, most of Europe you can get the name Anya.
Yeah.
All right. So raised in Ireland.
Yeah, my parents are from there. and-
Both your parents are Irish.
Yeah.
So they just had you in Canada and then
Yeah. What?
absconded.
They had like a house in Ireland and they brought me there and then they came back.
Do you speak
It's
Irish?
not that. I don't speak Irish. I'm sorry.
That's not a language.
Isn't it Gaelic?
Gaelic.
It is.
yeah.
They like they force it. They have these things called Gael talks, which is like you go there. It's like a confined space where you go just to speak Gaelic and you can't speak English.
This is your parents?
No. Well, this
I
is
have an Instagram called Vegan Gael Talk.
Gael friends.
Like,
And you just-
Vegan girlfriend.
can you believe this is a
Dan, you fixed it. Vegan girlfriend.
Yeah, I plussed it. He's always plussing my shit. I plussed it.
You plussed it.
Yeah, vegan Gael friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just minused our friendship.
All right. So you're raised in Ireland. They have a house there. How do you end up back in Canada?
it was really not exciting. We just came back to Canada.
We're gonna make it exciting.
Thank you. We came back to Canada, and then I moved to Toronto because I was vegan, and I wanted to be vegan in a place where I was raised in a Mennonite town, like in Canada, called Elmira, if anybody knows it. Yeah.
What's the place called?
It's called Elmira. It's like.
Wait, did you just say Elmira? Sorry, couldn't hear it.
You know what the Urdu word for cupboard is? This is true. Urdu word for cupboard?
Cupboard?
Almira.
Boo!
But it really is.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying Urdu.
And all right, so
I wanted to be I wanted to be a comedian and a vegan at the same time.
That's really hard.
The
to
only
That's
place to
crazy.
do that
Needle
is
the thread.
Toronto.
You need like meat protein to be
Yeah.
on stage.
I'm gonna die now.
yeah.
I feel like the veganism is a point that you really want to be pushed in the movie.
Right.
It's like you want to make sure that's included.
Well, I mean, it is why I moved out of like the Mennonite capital of like Canada. That's probably wrong, but you know.
All right, thank you.
Do you know
What is a
what-
Mennonite? I was afraid to sound stupid. What is a Mennonite? Thank you, sir.
I'm blaming it all.
It's-
Mennonites on Broadway.
I need a Mennonomic device
Yeah.
to remember what a Mennonite is.
Mennonites.
Because this is the second time I've heard it
Have
mentioned
come.
in Canada.
On the land.
Someone mentioned Mennonites to me in Banff, and I nodded because it felt charged. It felt like there was something going on. I was like, okay.
It's like the Amish.
Yeah, if you know what an
okay.
Amish is, you know what a Mennonite is. But
Yeah, it's like the
something
Pennsylvania
about
Dutch
beards.
kind of.
Like a Quaker, like
Yeah.
like a Yeah, like diet.
What do you mean diet Mennonite? Some dude yelled out diet Mennonite and you were like, hey, yeah, exactly. What do you mean?
It's like a lapsed Catholic.
I just assumed that he meant like Amish is like a diet Mennonite.
Because you guys are more hardcore.
I don't think Amish is a diet anything. I think they're the
Well, you haven't met a
version.
Mennonite then.
I mean, I have now.
I'm not a Mennonite.
You're a diet
I'm a
Mennonite.
diet Mennonite.
All right,
Who's on first?
All right, I think. Well, let's thank Anya for
song
volunteering her life to us.
Anya, everybody.
You should probably
Anya.
go and have a seat and watch your biopic.
Anya. Let's hear it for Anya.
Oh boy.
The girl who knows about Inuits and veganism.
Okay.
Good Anya. Thank you, sir.
Good on
Do
you.
a dance. That's a bazinga. That was a bazinga.
The bazinga, dude.
that
dance.
was
I really feel like that guy should get that bottle of vodka Dan just picked up for that joke.
Wait, so what?
The guy just had a funny joke.
Dan
Well,
went away.
But Dan heard someone stealing vodka and he
Oh,
was
boy.
he demurred.
All right.
All
So, okay. So, right. We probably don't have control over lights, but fade in.
Can we go completely to black to start this off?
Then we're just gone.
There we go.
Ontario, 1989. Patrick! She's a common. Oh, Patrick!
Yes, Sonny. Oh, yes, Hen. What is it?
Oh, me, baby's coming out of me.
I hope it's
Irish kill.
I hope it's a strong lad who loves meat.
I think.
I hope you don't give birth to another vegan.
Let's find out.
You're going to give birth or standing up. You're going to do another standing birth.
It's
so gross. We'll have to get the mop out again.
It's the Gaelic way. It's Gaelic medicine.
Go ahead. Just squeeze her out. Squeeze her out. Yes. Squeeze her out. Oh, she's come.
Hello, family.
She's come full dressed. She's come fully dressed.
Look at her.
What if I wasn't?
What a pretty Irish lass.
She's like that chip of the morning.
I'm sorry, is that soy milk or is that people milk? Because I'm like not into it, Mom.
Kill her. Kill her.
She bears the mark.
Kill her. No. She cannot stay here. She cannot stay here. We have to send her to Canada.
We are in Canada. We're in Canada now.
Okay, fucking no. Are we?
Yes.
Okay, no. Let's
The
take her
only thing I remembered about. We're currently in Canada.
I'm gonna go to Ireland, baby.
Sidebar.
No, you'll be raised in Ireland, you mouthy bitch.
We'll raise her.
She already knows more than us.
We'll raise her in Ireland, and then we'll send her back to Toronto.
She must stay away from the Mennonites. If they find out she's vegan, the Kalelis and the Shalubas.
And I'm hella vegan, guys, so...
Oh my God, she's already a millennial. They grow so fast. We've got to get you to the mother country.
Oh.
There's too many Mennonites about.
Do they have vegan haggis there? Or a vegan... Is it going to be, like, cool
There's
there?
shamrocks everywhere.
Anya.
Just be careful.
Anya.
Oh. What?
Anya.
Yes?
I am your spirit guide.
Oh, thank you, spirit
My
guide.
name is Annie Pudagukduk. Avenge me!
I hear thee, O Lord. Well, how best to avenge you? How best?
Start an Instagram account.
It must be nice to have this all laid out for you.
Hey, pretty girl, will you be my vegan girlfriend?
He's a Mennonite.
He's a diet Mennonite, and I think he's hot.
You mustn't. This love is forbidden.
Oh, Jedediah. You shouldn't mess with these Irish Canadians.
That's right, I'm Canadian, not Irish. Ha!
She can hear everything we're saying.
Burn her!
Run to Ireland with you. To Ireland.
Pogues and deadly pogues.
These are Green Hills.
A fine day. I can't do that anymore. That's not going to happen again.
She's river dancing. Anya, come
Yes,
home
Papa?
for dinner. Ireland, 2003.
What are we having?
Did you have a good time in the Green Hills of Ireland?
Not at all. They made me try to speak Gaelic, and I don't even think that's the language. It may be Irish. I don't actually know.
At least you're safe from those filthy Mennonites. I personally suspect they had a hand in 9/11. I have aged.
Patrick?
The Mennonites are coming.
The Mennonites are coming?
Your father's been killed.
Also, winter is coming. But it's like Mennonites, but they're like...
Hey, I found out the Mennonites were responsible for 9/11. And one of their names was Muhammad. I've drawn a picture of him.
What the? No! Wait, are you on our side or?
I just have to finish drawing the beard.
No! Wait, Anya, freeze time! I can only do this once in a lifetime, Anya. Your name in Urdu.
Get in there. I'm waiting, Father, please. Or Mother, I'm waiting.
Mother, I've grown old.
You look beautiful. You look a little like Hodor, though.
I'm Sally Field with prosthetics. Your name in Urdu means cupboard.
I don't think that It's true.
Look within yourself. And you'll find canned goods and...
I will be a cupboard for seitan and tofu.
Anya, this is your spirit guide.
Yeah, yes,
Annie
yes. Hang on 1 second.
Annie Pukaduktuk.
Yes, yes.
He meant your name is Elmira in Urdu.
Oh, that actually does make sense.
Oh.
Thank you, spirit guide. Thank you.
Elmira.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we should...
I was yes-anding it, though, Mom.
Yeah, no, that's good. We should wrap this up.
I don't know why. It's going great.
You know what? This family has no more left. You have no choice. I have no choice but to trust that Mennonite boy that was calling on you.
What does that mean? Does that mean what I think it means?
If this family must continue by any means, it must continue.
Here, look. What?
May the town of Elmira be the cupboard in which
Town?
the non-perishable dry goods
Of love?
happened to be already when it was opened.
All this is for you. All this is for you.
I truly feel chosen.
All this is for you.
All this?
All this. You'll see.
Anya, this is your spirit guide.
Hang on 1 second, guys. Yes, spirit guide.
Don't look on his ceiling.
All this is for you. All this is for you.
All right.
That's it. We did it. We did it.
That's Anya's
We fucking
biopic.
did it. Yeah.
Yo. Final credits rap. Ending credits rap about the Anya movie. I've got a credits rap. Yo. Anya. Credits rap. Anya. Credits rap. Yo. Who's got a Mennonite? Whose pussy's good and tight? Who wants to fuck all night? Anya. All right. That got too gangster.
So quickly, also.
Who loves a Mennonite? Whose pussy's good and tight? Who wants to fuck all night?
Yeah, you clearly
That was badass.
You
but
peaked too quickly.
Yeah.
You gotta save that for the end of the rap.
It was badass, but then 2/3 of the way through, I was like, who's a human being in the audience? You should maybe add. Your pussy's good and tight.
You can't top that.
Yeah.
That could be a record.
My girlfriend's cousin's in the audience. I just met them. And they're like, what's the show about?
You'll see.
You'll see.
Now, have you seen Prairie Home Companion? It's like that, but it's a felony. And it's not.
Spencer, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm so good. Remember when we were talking about rituals for young adults?
Yes.
Bruce Lee Day.
Tell us more, please.
I mean, who's the perfect masculine mascot? Bruce Lee.
To usher you into manhood?
To everybody. To all men. Who doesn't look up to Bruce Lee? He's fucking perfect. He embodies like physical, acuity, violence in a healthy way that's not like, well, I mean,
Also, he's a philosopher.
it's hard to deny that violence is part of, at least the traditional masculine identity in some form. It's just usually that violence is bad.
What does one do on Bruce Lee Day?
What?
How do you celebrate? If you're a 12 or 13-year-old boy,
You break boards. You follow like the code of ethics that Bruce Lee puts forth. And maybe learn how to do a 1-inch punch.
Oh, the 1-inch punch that I used to have a little flip book when I was a kid of Bruce Lee doing nunchucks, and I would try and train. I would watch the flip book, and then try and train myself to do it.
That's amazing.
I did see a
You're
documentary.
you flip and then you start, and then you're trying to do it in one hand. You're like,
Yeah, I'd have to pause it. It's very hard to do a flip book with one hand.
yeah.
That's exactly what you would do, though. It's a good technique.
Did you ever try breakdancing, like by watching like Breakin' 2 or something,
Yes.
and then like rewinding on the VCR,
Yes.
and then you try to
Doing
like,
the slow mo of it never worked.
my
Turbo
brother
and
and I
ozone.
spent like hours just trying to. We're gonna just like learn to breakdance, and we never did.
Right. Can we see a little more of that?
What do you mean it never worked?
This
is a
called
podcast,
This is
right?
called popping and locking.
Oh my God.
Holy shit!
I'm so glad Corey Feldman could be here tonight.
That was amazing.
Very good.
It's probably good that little kids I saw a thing that said when you go through puberty, little boys like the sexual and the violent parts of their brain start to This is
mesh?
Mingle?
Yeah.
They're all like interlocked?
They're gonna start to light up like crazy at the same time, and they kind of like drift.
Oh, the
over.
animal stuff, the sex and the violence.
Yes,
Yeah.
but who do you think's doing the research? Men.
I know. It seems like such a weird pop science thing but like if that were true, if like little boys like were prone to like hit things with their fire truck toy and like you couldn't think of a healthier way to collect and redirect that than martial arts like kind of classes, like because you would go like, okay, yeah, you have to like, if you really concentrate and go to bed when we tell you to, you'll be able to kick the world's ass, but you have to wait for the world to attack you. Yeah. And it's like, okay, whew, now it's your problem.
Yeah.
Like next generation. Like when this guy's 30, he'll be Ted Bundy, but fuck it. He's just like going to bed every night with like a poster of a naked man above it and just doing push-ups. Like one day I'll beat up everyone.
But everyone has to attack me first.
Yeah, and maybe it'll be the way they talk to me at the grocery store, but they'll attack me.
Can I say something? When I did my show here earlier tonight, I saw this beautiful theater, and I was like, how is Harmontown gonna feel like Harmontown in this space? And you guys did a great job.
Yeah.
It felt like a Harmontown.
More so, really. I mean, they're very chill. They're very, very welcoming.
Good audience. Yeah, they're usually much closer.
It makes me want to meet more of them. Like, I want to kind of like. Do you think is this me pimping you guys too much, or Emily? If I like because you were at one point you had a therapeutic career. You've written many like things about like relationships and things. Can we bring up a couple and like and get to know them? Maybe
Are we gonna watch them have sex or?
No, just like maybe they have an issue that they're trying to deal with.
Well, that's a fun. I find that often people don't volunteer for things like this, but let's see what happens.
Oh, haven't you been to my show? There's a
What's
couple
so
right
great
there.
is the couple raise their hands, but also their friends are pointing like these guys.
They're like, yeah.
Get them
They
out
got
of here.
shit to work out.
Chad and Natalie, you need to talk to them right now.
Let's
Okay,
bring 'em
you
up.
guys want to
You
come
guys really have a... Oh my God, Emily.
up? So we got 2 stools here.
All right. And we're totally gonna watch these people have sex.
We're totally gonna watch these people have sex. We're totally gonna watch these people have sex.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Colin
Have
and
seats
Lauren.
on your stools. Hello.
Colin and Lauren, correct?
Yes, thank you.
Colin and Lauren, everybody.
Your first task is you have to figure out how to share a microphone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Go ahead.
eat it, right?
I would say put it in the holder, and that way you guys have a natural like give and take where you have to like lean in and like you have that visual cue of like I'm gonna talk. No, I'm gonna talk. Fuck you. So your names are again?
My name's Colin.
Lauren.
Colin and Lauren. All right. So what's the problem?
I guess, well, we've been living together for the last little bit, but I'm broke and I'm gonna have to move back in with my parents, so we're gonna be splitting up that way, but not all together. But yeah, so we're not gonna be seeing each other as much. I mean,
You guys have been living together?
yes,
Okay, to be fair, we've been living together pretty much since we've known each other.
How long have you been together?
About a year now, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Not too much.
So you kind of moved in almost immediately?
I moved in.
okay.
Yeah, I moved in immediately.
And you consumed his. Now he has to leave. But wait, how did that happen? That shell game? Like you moved in, and now he has to go move with his parents, and you're keeping the apartment.
Because somebody's paying rent, it sounds like.
You got a job. This is an active year for you.
Are you staying in his place?
He's moving in. Oh no, I'm not staying in his place.
You're moving out of that place.
Okay, technically I have my own house. I just never go there.
All right, take it easy. Like you guys came with like 7 friends, and they're up here. That's enough.
All right. So Lauren, you moved in. You moved into Colin's crib.
Yeah.
About a year ago, and then Colin's. You've fallen on hard times, and you got to move back in with the family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, Lauren, where are you headed now?
I have to go to my apartment. Well, my house. I'm very.
You have
very
your own
disappointed.
home?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed.
Why
about
can't
this.
Colin move into your fucking house? He supported you for a year.
Well, let me ask first, what's been the rent situation? What's been who pays the rent in the house that you guys have been in? You have been paying.
So I've been paying the rent. I do have a roommate. He's with me in the front row as well. But yes, I've been paying the rent.
So you haven't been paying the rent. You've been paying the rent at your place.
Yes.
Okay. All right then.
So you weren't living with him because you needed to. You just were spending all your time.
It's not unusual.
Okay.
You guys
and the
want
whole
to be
time
together.
you've been paying rent on your house.
Yeah.
So
okay, gotcha.
what is your issue with having him move in with you? He's kind of supported you in some fashion. So what's the issue with having him move in?
It's not as much him as like my situation.
What are you,
your
a vampire?
situation?
What are you? Why are you being so vague?
By the way, the trick to being a therapist is just ask the most obvious question. So what is your situation?
I'm new to town, and I moved in with people from my residence at university.
Oh, so you have a bunch of roommates?
Oh, a ton of roommates.
Okay.
Very good people. Yeah.
And you're not a fan.
Yeah,
Not a huge
exactly.
Neither of you are fans, or just Colin?
Yeah, neither of us are fans.
May I ask, are you two? Would you consider yourselves in love?
Very much so. Yeah.
Perfect. You don't want that to be answered at the same time.
Yes. Yeah.
You want one person to say it, and the other person in a white hot panic to repeat it.
I saw a bit of equivocation on that.
You guys are young, yeah.
Well, I will say that's a good time being young. Like, look, I've cohabitated with like 1,000 people, and it's always been the path of least resistance, the logical thing to do. So if there are a couple of little Riddler question marks on their labyrinth like map, what the fucking metaphor?
Batman,
What is that
was
metaphor?
Arkham Asylum is what that was.
I just sprained my neck on that.
Yeah, I don't. It's probably all good and well for us to have a couple head scratches when we hear their situation because they're at a time in their lives when maybe they shouldn't have this shit all figured out. So it sounds like you had 100% control when it was his apartment, but
You always had your own place to go back
she
to.
could always,
Yeah.
if they had a fight, if he turned out to be like own a collection of human teeth, like she could just if he during lovemaking cried out, "I'm actually from Montreal." She could quietly slip out.
I'm a Mennonite.
But there's
You won't have that anymore.
But not only is it more real, but also it's probably not even possible because it sounds like your living situation is more of a Burning Man kind of tent.
I would say
That you're curiously committed to, though. Like you have like a year contract at like a hostel.
Now, Lauren, what is the or either of you? What do you think the next step is? Like, Colin, you're moving into a new place, so you're searching for a new place.
Moving back with my parents.
Where are your parents?
My parents, we're not from Toronto. We're Peterborough, which is 2 hours north. They're in Peterborough as well.
Peterborough.
so. You guys,
I have family in Peterborough. Is that what it's called?
You do?
Peterborough.
so you guys are going to be 2 hours apart now.
No, we'll just be like, I don't know, 10-minute drive.
Wait, but where the fuck do you live then?
Oh, I live in Peterborough too. I moved there for school.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so
So
here's what-
you guys will be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Emily.
I-
You're the pro here.
Yes.
I'm so confused, Emily. You have the degree in this one. Fucking take over.
I have a degree in Petersboro, which everyone hates. I think and there's a term called sliding, not deciding, which is like when couples end up moving in together more out of necessity and like they need cheap rent more than because they've decided like I would like to spend all my time and have all my stuff paired with yours. And those relationships end up splitting often because you don't feel like you're choosing to move in with someone you love. You feel like this is all we can do right now because we're broke as shit. And I think
You just described 3/4 of my adult life.
Exactly. And how did those work out? Exactly. And I'm the same way. I've done that with several. Not you, love. I decided. And also, you moved in with me and showed up with two grocery bags and was like, "I'm moving in," and I was like, "I've made a huge mistake."
That's pretty much what happened.
They were not grocery bags, they were garbage bags. I couldn't fit everything I owned into 2 grocery bags.
Don't be crazy.
Garbage bags, sure.
So I think you guys need to I think the obvious it doesn't sound like your living situation is stable, but I think maybe you need to work on your ideas of do you fully committing to this would be the next level would be you guys moving into a place that's just the two of you, perhaps, if you wanted, and maybe it's not time for that now, but if that's a goal, maybe that all you can agree on now is that that's the goal, and then you go to your parents' house, you go to your fucking Burning Man, and you guys make out in the park.
Yeah, you guys are gonna.
You're gonna be all right.
There's a terror to. I've been in those relationships where I'm like, oh man, if we make this, if we go backward,
Yes.
it's going to be a disaster. I'm not saying that means it's going to be. I am saying if that were possible, then what's the point? And you will find. I think that it will romanticize everything. You'll be brushing your teeth again before you know it.
We'll go back to dating.
You'll be dating. It'll happen, and it doesn't matter if it goes good or goes bad. It's not about bring the magic back and all the spices, like let's all that stuff. It's just you guys are children, and you'll sustain this.
I guess my biggest concern is I've made steps to becoming an adult, a millennial adult, and
What have you done?
401k.
He moved out of his parents.
And I work at a bong shop, so those are 2 adults.
That's your individual. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey.
So you do have a job.
Yes, I am. Yeah,
But your job doesn't provide you enough to get your own place.
exactly.
I
Yes,
think
yes.
What? It does suck.
Sure,
It does suck.
there's a room full of people here that will forgive you for having to take backward steps in terms of that. The myth of you turning 18, leaving your parents' place, and becoming a human being that creates other human beings. That's all steeped in a time before they figured out how to really tap the workforce and exploit them.
You bet.
That's absolutely true.
Your generation now has 7 jobs, and it's what the market will bear. I'm sure that's no different in any country you go to. It's they can all work and they can all fuck off and be children until they're 80. There's no shame in living with your parents till you're 70. But you won't.
There's some shame in that.
There's some shame in that.
Maybe a little shame. But I think as long as you're striving to whatever the next thing is you want to do, if it's a better bong shop where you get paid more, that's a thing. I mean,
you got to start your own bong shop, bro.
Yeah, we're looking at legalization 2017 in Canada, so you never know.
That'd be amazing.
So then those bongs they'll be worthless.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you think that the vape culture has hurt the bong culture?
100% no, Jeff. I will fight that to a T. Yeah.
I didn't have an opinion. I was just.
I get paid to have an opinion.
I wasn't going fucking Hillary on you, man.
Where are you guys on Kratom?
Oh, speaking of which, actually, I sell Kratom at my shop, not for human consumption, of course, but no, I have a lot of customers who it seriously helps with their addictions. Methadone is a serious problem for a lot of people, and if you can find a natural substitute, hey, why not? Absolutely.
This is a direction you need to go in. Look how animated you've gotten. This is your passion.
Why
This is where you need to go.
Why don't you plug where you work right now, and when there's a line outside tomorrow, tell your boss, I should be an associate something.
Yes, thank you, yes. I work at Pipe Dreams on George Street in Peterborough, 416 George Street North. come see me. We're locally owned and operated for 20 years. So, hey.
Oh, it's a family shop. I like that.
Colin and Lauren's relationship is on GoFundMe.com.
And Colin, I'll say, I had a master's degree in couples and family therapy, and this is now what I'm doing for a living. It's always okay. Yeah. It's always okay to go in a random direction and not do the thing that you thought you were supposed to do. Yep. Never be afraid to start over. That's all we're ever going to do over and over again.
Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of that. I was just
It wasn't important.
About MeUndies.
Hey.
I was looking at I have my OneNote on my thing.
Lauren, what is your bag? What is your dream gig? What do you do? What's going on with you?
I'm actually in school for psychology right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
There you go. I mean, do it for a few years. See what happens. Someday you might be on Harmontown, but fuck, you already are.
She's so far ahead of you.
God damn it.
You had to actually be a therapist and practice for years to end up on Harmontown.
You may create a Harmontown. Emily created it. She was the only to have this podcast only exists because Emily
here
was
because of Emily Gordon. Emily Gordon is the reason that.
It's a little misleading, but I'll take the applause. Thank you.
Emily Gordon asked her, recently fired from NBC, Dan Harmon, would you want to do a show, right? Was that the
Yeah,
right
we were just at a bar, and I was like, I'm running this theater in LA, and I desperately need shows. You should just get on stage and talk. And you were like, okay.
I've been waiting for someone to say that. I thought it was supposed to be ashamed of that.
And I would say it's become the thing it's what that theater is known for. Yeah.
So, can we start like an anarcho-syndicalist kind of like little like society where Colin like gives us bongs and Lauren and Emily give us psychological advice.
Let's have a commune.
And Kumail does whatever Kumail does, you know, and we all.
I say things are racist.
But for free.
But for free.
You don't
No,
charge.
it's mutual reciprocity, and we all just provide everything. I feel like for the vibe that we got when we walked on stage, and the amount of like volume and love that you get when you come into a Harmontown show. Not to inflate this own balloon, but like walking down the street and the people come up and they're like, oh shit, like this is Harmontown. There's a feeling of community there, and I feel like there's a possibility that if we all just felt passionate and moved in or out of each other's apartments or back to their parents' apartments, and all did whatever we all love to do, that's like something fantastic. We could get back on.
Run in there with 4,000 people from Ontario.
All right. And what would they say?
They'd say...
They say take off
sorry.
hosers. But
take off hosers, and we'd say, no, these hosers aren't taking off. These hosers are...
These hosers are here to stay.
These hosers are These hosers are taking on the system. Lauren, it's Lauren?
Yes.
So that house you're staying in... that's good practice for an aspiring mental health.
Yes.
Are they listening?
I really hope not.
Okay.
Are any of them here in the house tonight?
No. Oh God, no.
But all of Colin's friends are here tonight.
They seem like a great bunch.
Hey, I feel like we got the wrong people on stage. We have the Canadian Dave Klein over here.
He's fine down there. He's fine down there. All right. Well, let's keep moving forward. Let's hear it for Lauren and
Colin and Lauren.
You saved their relationship,
Good luck,
Emily.
you guys.
Good job. All right. We're tearing up Toronto. I had deep fried cauliflower tonight.
Oh, I had that yesterday.
You can fry cauliflower so deep that it doesn't matter that it's cauliflower.
That's true.
It may as well be beef. Delicious beef.
You can put, I had it with buffalo sauce, and it was unbelievable.
yeah.
Deep fried cauliflower.
They're so good. You could get that at Mohawk Bend back
Mohawk
in LA.
Bend.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the
I
shit.
wanted to ask.
good.
Not a local reference.
Sorry, guys. I wanted to ask you Canadians. Are you
Aware of the Church of the Latter-day Saints?
Have you heard the good news about Mennonitism? The great god Menon, who provides you with cologne and shaving equipment.
Bye, Menon.
The smoothest shaved prophet in all of Canada. Menon. Are you guys? There's no way you're. Are you even familiar with John Benet Ramsey?
That's a weird reaction. That's a weird reaction.
This seems like a crazy thing to bring up 2 hours into a show.
But an even crazier thing to cheer for, like they just said U2 was coming on stage.
Well, they just did a whole. Are you into true crime?
Love true crime. Haven't watched that, but love true crime.
Did you watch the John Benet thing?
No, I didn't.
Is it good?
There's a guy, Dr. Henry Lee, who's a forensic wizard who has a very, very thick accent. Like he's Chinese, and he clearly has dedicated most of his brain to like studying forensics and like. It's,
and what does he sound like?
I think it would go a little something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like this.
In his voice.
Let's say he was talking about cast-off patterns of blood on the wall. Maybe it would sound like
let's
what?
do.
I mean, just do something.
I guess
you're a fan of the gentleman.
Yeah. Let's say something really inoffensive. He's a waiter at a Chinese restaurant.
Faithful impression.
Technically, I was going to culminate this in doing an impression of him.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Then. All right.
But
it won't be racist because it's that one guy. It's not a whole race.
This is just a personal attack.
This is a personal. Anyway, this filthy Chinese guy. What was he saying?
He's a genius in his field.
He walks into a bar
with a Nobel Prize winning Polak and and a very nurturing rabbi, and the bartender just comes everywhere and
it hits the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Look, they're talking about the kid, like John Benet, it comes down to this bowl of pineapple, and
are you serious?
Yeah, like the kid, the brother is like eating pineapple, and there's a theory that because she had some pineapple in her stomach that was digested at a certain amount that, if you do a timeline, it's like, well, they're just like, and so Dr. Henry Lee is explaining, he's like the theory of what if the brother got really mad, the 9-year-old brother, that she took a piece of pineapple out of his bowl. Well, hold on, sir. I heard somebody. I'm fascinated that you're agitated by. I'm not making fun of you.
That might be.
But maybe Dr. Henry Lee is here tonight.
Who's he's explaining. He's going like how did she get clobbered in the back of the head with a heavy object, and like what does it have to do with the pineapple? And he's explaining. He says, well, how about this? She come, she take, he say, don't steal my papple. That's it. That's
Papple?
it. I've never heard so many consonants removed from a word. I guess just one, but it's just like such a don't steal my papple.
That's a key consonant.
He's miming a 9-year-old killing a 6-year-old, and he's just like there's so much glee, and he's so smart, and he's like, and it's just adorable. Like I wanted to make it like a little meme, like don't steal my papple.
So his theory is that the brother was eating a bowl of papple.
The sister was.
No, the brother
was.
And the sister took
she
the
stole
papple,
that papple.
And then that's his theory.
And then there was like a giant 8-pound mag light, and he, with his
what there
9-year-old Peter Parker fucking powers, he was like, fuck you!
What there
and
was
I was like, whoops.
What there was an empty bowl of pineapple. He used that to kill her. That's the murder weapon.
Oh, because she
what do you do? Would you just making that shit up? There was a full bowl of pineapple that supports the theory that shit was interrupted, that midnight snack.
Oh, we interrupted
it was
the
sitting
papple.
there, and then they show the brother, they show him, they're reviewing the case, and they show him a picture of the crime scene, but not the crime scene, but the from the house, and they show him that there's a bowl of pineapple, and they go, what's that? And he's like, I don't know. He didn't, no idea what pineapple is, because he's like,
because they didn't call it papple.
Oh shit, that's the most important fruit in the
So
world.
then the whole family is involved in disposing of her body?
I think they covered it up, right? The brother killed her by mistake.
It kind of emerges as a I'm not going to say an uplifting story, but it kind of like when you look back on it, you go like.
I think what we're about to do is one of the greatest improv reenactments of all.
No.
It's a story. It's a story that must be told.
I don't.
The ghost of John Benet Ramsey's like, no, please.
I know. I can't. No good can come of that.
Don't
I think
make
we'll
the
all
lady
wake up
do
with
it.
cancer. Like that makes us all worse than everyone. But they did in this show, this CBS show that they did, this two-parter. One of the things they did is they're demonstrating like how the wound was made, and they have like everybody agrees that the low point of this thing was they put a blonde wig on a pig head,
Like the MythBusters?
and had a child actor boy that was the right age come in, hold the flashlight.
Oh.
And our friends Karen Kilgariff from Georgia from My Favorite Murder are describing that, and they're like, yeah, he's a child actor, so he's already somewhere else. And it's such a good child actor clubbing a pig head in a wig with a maglight to demonstrate how it would have been. If
I can't wait to see his one-man show. It's going to be great.
Yeah, he's got.
That sounds like the role of a lifetime.
His show is called A Papal a Day.
Okay. Well, how about this Pen Apple thing, huh? That crazy guy doing that dance. You guys familiar with that viral thing?
I saw it and I was like, you know what? Some things I don't need to click on. So I didn't click on it.
What it is?
If you clicked on it, it would go like this. I have an apple. I have a pen. I got an apple pen. I got a pen. I got a pineapple. Totally coincidence. I got a pen pineapple. I don't really know the actual how it goes.
Wait.
But it's very catchy.
They call it the new Gangnam Style or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of the new
which is why I didn't click.
Gangnam style.
Gangnam Style?
Kind of the new Gangnam style. It's
Can you take that again?
It's sort of a bat mitzvah for a Gangnam style. I love Canada. I love Ontario, which is I think it's my favorite province.
Yeah? What is the capital of Canada?
Alberta.
No, Alberta is a province, right? Calgary is one of the...
Toronto's the most populous city in all of Canada.
Okay, that's a good Toronto fact.
It has a hockey museum
No shit.
and a CN tower.
Oh, yeah, you can walk up above... And it's... That was a callback to my show. That's how many people
Okay.
are here from the...
God, these guys have been here all night.
So many people stayed here.
Well, we want to do right by them. How do we really send them home? Going like.
You should freestyle, and that'll be it.
You should freestyle.
How about a really fast D&D? Spencer, could you freestyle?
Just for you guys.
We only have we have to be done in 4 minutes. So
Yeah,
Spencer,
that sounds like a lot of fun. Now, Jeff,
the stage
before
manager
we got
told
on the
me-
plane, Jeff, I gave you the character sheets, right?
yes, you did. You've got
Hand them out.
All right, here they are. All right, Spencer, take us to the dungeon.
You find yourself outside of a waffle iron. That's it.
Should we go in?
I use trap sense on the waffle iron's hinges.
It's a waffle iron.
What did you find out?
Waffle iron seems safe. It's not gonna close unless somebody closes it. Let's go inside that waffle
I
iron.
want a waffle. Sounds good.
Is it open?
Oh, it opens.
All right, we open it.
You open it.
Are
It's
we
a
big?
waffle
Are
iron.
we bigger than it?
Yeah, it's a waffle iron.
It's the sec-
Oh wait, I thought Waffle Iron was maybe a chain of restaurants here. That's
That's
where
what I
went.
thought, too.
Yeah, I was thinking Waffle House.
All right. My character, who is a third level IT engineer, opens the waffle iron and says, "Guys, look."
The Teflon's scratched.
That's fucked up. That can make you sick. You gotta be careful. I'm a hypochondriac, fourth level.
Fourth level hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Is that true? Scratch Teflon?
Yeah, it can give you the flu if you like.
Okay,
The stakes are so low for this D&D adventure.
I'm a 14th level mage, and I cast a heal of feed a cold, starve a fever on Emily's character.
I don't think it worked. I don't think it took.
It didn't
I
work.
still don't
It
feel
didn't work.
well.
I'm a level 7 vegan. And
Oh my god, have you been a vegan girlfriend?
I have a recipe where we can make a waffle that won't like rape any animals.
Is there? I look around the waffle iron. Is there more stuff here?
There's a counter. Oh, you're in a kitchen. Did I say that?
Oh.
Okay, you're in a kitchen.
Is there?
You're outside of a waffle iron.
Is there an Elmira
That's a
anywhere
strange
around?
way to
It's a
put it.
very strange way to put it. It makes it sound like the waffle iron is a destination.
No argument. That's absolutely the case.
I look around for the nearest Elmira.
Say again?
The nearest Elmira.
That's a Pakistani cupboard.
You open it. There's canned food.
Guys, there's cans and food in here.
Is there anything to make waffle batter?
Oh, yeah, there's a box of Bisquick. It's in a can.
And I think you only need water to mix with Bisquick.
Does that have animal parts?
Bisquick?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I examined the ingredients.
Is it vegan?
I use detect non-vegan product.
It's
Good.
non-vegan.
I
Also,
gonna-
that's the ingredients also says that.
It's not.
non-vegan.
Non-vegan, yeah.
I do a 20-minute speech about why veganism is important.
I explained my gluten allergy.
I take a picture of Kumail's character while he's doing the 20-minute thing, and I upload it with the sunrise filter.
Ooh, pretty.
You get 26 likes.
Damn it, Spencer, you're the best person.
And you get four comments, but they're all the comments where they're just replying some fucking random person.
I see if I can
assholes.
figure out who the patient zero of this comment thread is.
It's patient _0.
What is that person's comment that's tipping off this controversy?
At patient _1.
Is one spelled out or is it the number one?
It's the word 1.
Okay.
Wait, that's their comment? They just
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
type-
replying. Yeah, they're replying.
They want to bring their friends in,
they're
like,
they're
hey,
just saying, hey, come over
yeah,
here.
check out this asshole talking about being a vegan.
Oh, this sucks. All right. Well,
Are we making waffles or not, you
I
guys?
closed that app.
Yeah.
I see. Is there a new update for my Apple Watch?
No.
Okay.
I finished my speech about veganism.
Again.
Everyone is convinced of the power of your words.
I take out my staff of golden rage, which is a weapon I just made up,
Yeah.
and I strike the waffle iron.
It goes into a rage.
The waffle iron does?
Yeah.
That's what it does. Oh, no.
Wait, does my staff of golden rage give rage to other things?
Golden rage, yeah.
Like golden.
Cliffhanger!
All right.
Let's hear it for
Toronto.
Emily Gordon, Kumail Nanjiani. Jeff from the Antacid Department. Anya from Vegan Girlfriend. Mennonites everywhere. Colin and Lauren, we wish you mazel tov. I'm Jeff Davis. Let's hear it for your mayor, Dan Harmon, everybody. Thank you so much for Just for Laughs. Everybody here at the Queen Elizabeth Theater, Leah backstage and stage management. We love you. Drive fast. Take chances, all.
Toronto!
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.